Hey everyone, it's Zach with Palantir Research. Got some breaking news that Palantir is currently being investigated by the NHS in case there was any breach of the FTP contract. Now, let me tell you all the details first so far, and I've got the exact contract language as well, which is all publicly available, which I think will clear up Palantir a little bit. So the story going around before this all started is that there was circulation by the Good Law Project obtaining emails from a possible marketing agency saying that Palantir was coming after them, which I covered briefly there because it was literally nothing except a possible campaign regarding clearing up misinformation about the federated data platform. However, we got a news story out that the NHS can be probing that Palantir might have breached their contract terms. So there was a spokesperson for the NHS confirming there was no campaign cleared by them, and then they just bring up some descriptions about the contract around needing prior written consent. But as with the contract, language is important. So going quickly here to the redacted contract on the UK's government contracting website, on attachment 1 or part 1, section 24.1, notes the supplier shall not make any announcements or publicize this agreement or its contents in any way, or use the authorities or any authority service recipient's name or brand in any promotion or marketing or announcement of orders without prior written consent of the authority or relevant authority service recipient, which shall not be unreasonably withheld or delayed. So keep this contract language in mind. Now, further down, this was an exploratory project and was not pursued per Lewis mostly, and the main concerns around the campaign was to address the misinformation as a note around going around and educating the public. So yes, there are groups out there that are being extremely critical, but in this case, it's not the suppression of that speech, but rather correcting the misinformation by the bad actors, aka Good Law Project or Foxglove and others. Now, obviously, they'll spin this however they want to be the heroes of the story, but essentially these groups are fighting to have sicker patients and increase the inaccuracies of the NHS technologically in their investments, which directly affects the health of the UK's population. Now, going back to the contract language itself, I'm not a lawyer, of course, and this is based off the information to the public, but essentially Section B with the promotions or marketing. So first, there wasn't a campaign that went out, and it wasn't pursued. Therefore, there was no breaking of this portion, or something at least to investigate. Now, defining what a promotion is, that's where it kind of gets tricky here. Does that start when shooting ideas with a marketing firm, or sending this out to kind of possible candidates here to do that, or when something actually hits the public and it's an actual promotion? But either way, the name of the NHS would be associated with this, so that could make it rocky here. Now, without the prior written consent action, there's no way around this because obviously this was confirmed by the NHS, at least by that spokesperson. So whatever the investigation turns up, it really comes down to the interpretation of using the NHS's name in any promotion or marketing or announcement of orders here. Now, for an actual breach of contract, we'll let the investigation turn up whatever it does. And even if it's not technically so, this may open up a bag of worms where someone can try to finagle their way out of this contract if they so choose, maybe just with public perception. Or it can all end up just being puff and a way for the NHS, at least for the investigation, to save face and say that they'll investigate when there's actually nothing really to find. So we shall see over time what this actually turns up, but let me know your thoughts below, and I'll see you in the next video.